Alright, welcome to another video of my Minecraft Let's Play. Now, I've cleared out a majorly big area here because this is going to be a new house I'm building. I've designed this a while back. You basically got the house part in here, and back here will be a little pool area. This is going to be kind of designed like the house I intend to have in the future when I start making a really good amount of money. I've already planned this all out, so it's pretty huge area here. It's like, I got the measurements, it was like 59 by like 61 altogether. I got this back here is like 20 blocks long over to here. That's like the 61 down that way. This one from here up to here was up to the front here is like 46 blocks, and then I just built this to be balanced through. And this is the front of the house. I just have some steps here. This right here is just like a little porch area. Since this is planned to be built like a real house, it's gonna have a nice little front porch here, so because I will want to be able to have, like, when like summer comes and all, have like a little area out here to have like barbecues and everything, and it'll be nice to just relax. So when I made this the first time tested, I made it in a creative world, of course, because that's so much easier. This is going to be a pretty big project, so I'll probably have to make a couple videos to finish it. So, and another friend just popped on. So I made the starting setups for it just so I could have, because it takes so long filling in that basic flooring. So yes. I haven't really figured out the basic inside builds yet, and I'm not the greatest at doing inside designs. Only major point is I figured out is it's going to be a 2-story house. So, come on. Alright, here we go. Alright. And we just got our basic, this is the basic framing. I put all the materials. It took me a while to make this because I needed a lot of materials to make this, because it's going to be a pretty large building. I didn't figure out all the materials for the pool area, but I figured for the main house I'm going to have to do some tweaking down in the basement to move around my storage, because where I'm going to be putting the steps down to the basement is not in the right spot, so I'm gonna have to do some tweaking underground and move around my chests to get everything where it needs to be. So it's gonna take some work afterwards, but I'll do that off camera because that's just gonna be a lot of hassle. So alright, here we go. Almost got this. I just went with the spruce wood here because I just like the way this looks. So this is mostly, there's 3 different types of materials. We got stone brick, spruce, and we got dark oak. As we got to say, dark oak floor here. Now I got the basic build here. Now next up, I put a little the ceiling up here yeah, I'll just recollect these pieces that I screwed up, and of course I'm going to be putting some glowstone in hanging on this, so it'll be nice, because that way it'll give us some extra light. I figure this will be a really nice house. I'm gonna have a lot of room in this house to place stuff. Alright, and this is a lot of work filling this stuff in. I did quite a bit gathering materials. I also got a lot of vines. When you see over by when I have to go grab some stuff from outside, you'll see I have an insane amount of vines just for now, so I can build up a lot. I have them growing all around the outside, like all around the inside of my wall. I planted one at the top of each little spot, and let them grow. They're all pretty much grown, basically all grown now, so I'll have to go and collect them later. But for now, I'm just working on this, because I'm trying to get all kinds of materials so I can make any type of build I want, anything I decide. I'll probably do some tweaks over time with this building, because this is just, I've only developed the basic design so far, so it's definitely not a full-on decided build here, so I will have to do a bit more work to figure out what I need. Alrighty. Here we go. I think I'm getting close to almost to the other side. Yeah, I figure this will be, when I get this build all figured out for my real life house, once I start making good money, I'm planning, I've mentioned in other videos, I'm planning to make my own game designing company. Most likely I won't be able to make the house I'm planning until I get to the point where I have that company going well, unless I start making a ton of money on the YouTube. But we'll have to just wait and see on that. I may be able to get a better, at least some new stuff soon, because I'm looking into doing some selling plasma to make some extra money, to see if I can try to get at least enough together to buy. I want to at least, if I can get the capture card I was planning on. I think I found one that's like 89 bucks on Amazon, so I think if I sell plasma like 2 days, I should get enough to buy that, and then I can at least have a better capture card, because this one I got right now is, quite frankly, horrible. I really do not like it, because it's too darn cheap. The one I'm looking at is a Roxio HD capture card. I know, like, a lot of people suggested an Elgato, but that's a lot more. But I looked at some information, and this Roxio HD one seems like it's a pretty good one. It's getting late, time to go to the bed. I just got it sitting here for now. Right here is my storage area in the entrance, and I want my basement to be basically dead center of the house. So the stairs are going to be basically dead center, and I don't think this is quite lined up. Nope, you see, that's not quite dead center of the building, so I'm going to have to move some stuff around. Now just get these down, this little mix up in parts. Alright. Now, Alright, next thing I need is to grab some fences. Alright, I got a little cactus farm over here. Didn't really need to do the shell build for this. Is basically very simple. All you have to do for this is you basically just build this general area here. I have a line of hoppers in the center that comes down to this chest. And as you can see through here, I got a stone brick, or what you could use any type you want, for the bottom. And then you got the sand, then your cactus, and then I just got blocks in the middle. So once the cactus grows up, the update makes it knock off from those, and then it goes into the chest. This may not be the best possible, but I've had this for quite a while, and I got a good deal of cactus, and I haven't really collected any yet, so. And you see, I got vines everywhere. And so once I get all this done, I'm gonna just harvest them. Now I got all my stuff that I need for this build over right here. Alright, there's my fences and glowstone. Alrighty. Now I figured out these are going to be kind of like a little balcony. Like, I want a fence here because that's going to be kind of like I have a little, like a fence around it, so that looks nice. Alright, I don't want to leave the opening there. Oops, one too many. Alright. Now, alright. Alright, now this is going to be, I need to build these up. Oh, whoops, that doesn't, it keeps going up putting where I don't belong. Alright. Yeah, I can make a lot of slip-ups when I'm trying to build stuff here, but I'm sure that happens to a lot of people, not just me. When you're trying to do this in survival, it just can be kind of nasty, kind of a pain in the butt, and kind of messed up. The way I have this designed, it's going to be 5 high, the spruce wood, and the spruce planks. Then there will be the level, which will be the roof, which is going to be a spruce plank, or I mean, the spruce wood, and the planks are for the regular wall. And then I got the dark oak for the floor. It's pretty basic, so this is a time-consuming process to build this. So I'm probably only going to be able to make the basic. Make the basic start build. Probably won't even. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to the roof before, unless I make the video pretty long, because this is not a short, quick process. And I haven't decided where I'll put the windows in. I'll decide that after. It's not really a big deal, so. Alright. This will be a humongous house. Yeah, because I decided the house I want when I get really, when I have a lot of money, I want to have the pool in the back, because that way I can go swimming anytime I want. And I figured, in case I have friends come over to visit and they want to go swimming, I'm also going to have a kid-sized pool, so if the people like my friends that come over, if they happen to have kids and their kids want to go swimming, there'll be a smaller pool for the kids, because of course the adult size pool will be too deep if their kids are really young. I'm planning to have a lot of nice stuff in my new house, but I'm not going to be like spending exorbitant amounts of money like a lot of the rich people out there do. Like, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have a nice house, but I'm gonna have it built so there'll be plenty of room for when I have kids and everything. So when I have a family, it'll be a nice, really nice house. So, and it'll be good for eventually when I pass away. I'll want there to be a nice house for my family to hold on to, so they'll have it to live, so they'll have a nice house for good. And since I'll have everything paid off, well, of course ahead of time, then they won't really have to worry about a mortgage or anything. They'll have to pay taxes and all. And I'm planning to make my house solar power, so I'll be generating a lot of my own electric, so I won't be needing I won't really be needing to pay much to the electric company, if at all, because I'll be having enough really make sure I get a really good light system of energy, a solar energy generating setup for my place. So of course I'm gonna have to find somebody who knows what they're doing to do it. I'm not gonna want to put some amateur to put my system in, because I want to make sure it's a really good build, that it will generate a lot of electric. And I'll even set it up so some of the excess energy can go into the electric lines, feed to the electric company, so I can actually even get paid from the electric company for the energy I send to them. That will help them with their supply. I figure that would also help out for my family. And even if I become totally filthy rich, when I do have a family, I have already decided I will not be giving my kids everything. They won't be just have everything handed to them, not do anything to earn a living. They will have to learn to work, because I had to when I was growing up. I never got everything handed to me, and the way I see it, by doing that, they'll actually learn to take care of themselves, because the way I see it, if I was to become rich and had a family and I just handed my kids everything, what happens if I lose everything? Because anything can happen in this world. So if I was to suddenly become poor or lose everything, and my kids don't know how to take care of themselves, they're going to be in trouble too. But if I at least teach them to earn a living and everything, they will be able to deal with it themselves. They'll be able to get their own jobs to support themselves, so they will be alright. So that's just the way I see things. I know some people don't think the same way, but that's how I think. Because the way I see it, that way, they will be in good shape for the rest of their life. They'll be able to earn a living. I will be set up, of course I will, just in case of emergencies. Like, I will set some money aside for them in case like something happens that they just need a little helping hand to get back on their feet. Of course I'll help them, but I'm not going to be just giving them everything they want. So, because that way they just get greedy. They won't respect anything. They'll just think that they deserve to have everything handed to them just because their parents are rich. That's not a good idea. That's a very bad idea. So, no matter what, I will not spoil my kids that like a lot of these rich idiots do, because I guess they don't think. The way I see it, they think their kids deserve everything just because they're born rich. I don't see it that way. I say if you want to have everything, you should be able to earn it. Alright. My hand's getting a little numb. It's weird. I seem to notice every time I go to make a video, my hand seems to get a little numb. I don't know if it's something with the equipment, that some kind of radio waves or something just happened to cause my hand to start feeling a little odd, but here we go. Get this stuff. Looks like time to rest again. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now. Alright, these will have to be removed after. Just using this to get me back up to the right height. Alright, now. We got one more level here to go over. Whew. Okay, so I don't screw this up though. Alrighty. And this is gonna be and a little slip up. I'll have to clear that later. Okay. Now, once I get the basic outside walls, if anybody also comes up with any good ideas for any, like when you watch this video, if you see any things you can come up with that would make this look cooler, let me know. And if I think it's a good idea, I may just put it in the video, because I ran into the house and make a alteration to the house on a video, and then give you notice and like right in on the video who told me the idea, because quite frankly I'm not the best builder. I'm not the greatest at all this. Alright, now the spruce. Now start off. Whoa, wrong way. I don't want them positioning that way. Come on, I hate when they don't direct correctly. Come on, that's the way I want them to be positioned for there. Ah, dang it. Alright, that's gonna have to be cut out later. Let's just delete back up. Alright. Just try to get these positioned the way I like them to be. Actually, no. I think I should put that one up like that so it looks better. These corner ones will look better like that, I think. Because since they're going to be covered by the next level wall. Alrighty, so there. Yeah, I'm still learning little by little, trying to come up with better make things look better. So, alrighty. I'm gonna need more burst wood. I didn't bring enough. Ah, damn it! I don't want those that way. Might as well cut that one. I hate when they go wrong. Alrighty. Okay. I'm here, I might as well get rid of this. Let's see. Okay, I want this to be dead center for the door, so let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 28, 32. Okay, so it's 32, so I need 16 and 18 from both sides, so it'll be double doors. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I calculated it right. Maybe not. That doesn't seem right. I'll figure it out. I'll get it and work it later. I'm thinking it should be around here then. Looks like it should be the door. Should be right here at least. So place those. That should work for now, I guess. On that, I could put some glowstone out here right before I leave. That'll save some hassle. Alright, just put a couple pieces in. I don't want things being dark here and having enemies spawning in. That should be. Alright, put more closer. Just try to balance these out so they don't look like weird, because there's like one on one side, one on the other. Alright, that should keep things lit up here. Alright. Yeah, I'm also going to be using glowstone inside. Eventually I'm probably going to put in like carpet up the whole floor, because I'm going to be putting glowstone in the flooring, and that way I figure if I put carpets in so the carpets will be on top of the glowstone, that will reduce the actual visible light. Here we go. Let's just gotta find, oh whoops, I went to the wrong ones. That's the excess stuff. Okay, where's the spruce wood? Here we go. Here's the rest of my spruce wood. I just grab a bunch more supplies while I'm here. Alright, I don't need that no more. Alright, I think I got a good supply now. Alright. And probably planning for like this outside here is going to be a lot of glass mostly, I think. Just for the heck of it. Alright. Basically the porch is done. That was a pretty simple build. There's not much to it, so. Oh wait, I'm gonna just store. Oh wait, no. Cut that off of my main. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Just start. Ah! I hate when they swap on me. I don't want them to be like that. They switch directions randomly. Ah! Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I went right off the edge. Well, Okay. Yeah, some little tweaks I need to do here and there. Like one thing I found, I made a second copy of the melon pumpkin farm, but for the pumpkins, and something happened. It's not working right. It just refused to work. So I'm gonna have to do some fixing, fix that up later. But I got a decent amount of pumpkins out of it already. So that's good. I'm gonna make a hole here so I don't have to keep going all the way around. Alright, this will be just to get back in while I'm working on building things, and then I'll decide where I'm gonna put windows and everything, because I haven't determined that yet. Oh, looks like it's night, so let's grab what I just removed. Alright. And also, before making this, of course, since I didn't want to waste any of the glass that I had in my old house, I kept going, because I had to tear that house down to make room. I kept just working on getting a bunch of experience so I could eventually until I could get a Silk Touch tool, and I managed to finally get one. I have a Silk Touch pickaxe, which I have in one of my storage spots, so I used that to collect all the glass, so I didn't end up having to shatter it and then make more and end up being wasted materials. Because the way I see it, that would be just stupid, when I could easily just get a Silk Touch tool to fix it. Alright, now here we go. Whoops, did not need that. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this will be technically a corner. I'll set that like that. Alright. Now, okay, got this mostly set up. I'm mostly done with the spruce wood, I think. I fixed this one and make it match with the others. Alright. Okay. Now this here is just going to be like roofed in. I'm going to roof this up. So now, time to make the next levels. This is a pretty big project, but it's going to be, as you can see, there's an insane amount of room, and it's going to be, of course, 2 floors, plus I'll still have the basement, which will be for my storage. Of course, in the real version of the house I'll be making in the real world, the basement's going to have I'm going to have like a vault down in there for. I'm planning to put like my vault there for a really good one. I'm going to get like a real high-end vault for my most valuable items, like whatever I really do not want having any chance of being stolen. So, I mean, and I'm going to do everything I can to get the best one, because there's certain things I collect I don't want messed up with, which one thing will probably be, I am big into Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't been able to buy any new cards lately because I just don't have the money, but once I actually start working and start making more money and everything have enough spare, I'll definitely be buying cards again. So that's just what I'm gonna have to do. So, because I don't know if any of you watching this video have played Yu-Gi-Oh, but It can be very fun, but very tricky. I've played for so long, and I used to think I was really good when I first moved to this town, but then I ran into a lot of some of the kids that duel around here, and whoo boy, these guys were insanely powerful. When I moved around here, it was about like 7 or 8 years ago, and at that point, that was when the 5D series came out, so they had the synchro monsters. I didn't even know about them at the time, so my deck at the time was a full-on power dragon deck, which was built strictly for one purpose: to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Those were the two main cards I had built for that deck. But my two main friends I met, they were using Stardust Dragon and Red Dragon Archfiend decks, and they both obliterated my deck at the time. And then I started trying out some of the new synchros, and I really got into my deck. I really liked was the Black Wings, because I like how they work together, they help each other out, they're really quite strong. Of course, they're not that good anymore, because all these new cards have come out, and most of the old cards are mostly powerless now, which really sucks. But I did come across a really good combo that I developed with that deck. It was, if I could get my combo set up, I could deal over 10,000 points of direct life point damage to my opponent in one single move. And considering you only get 8,000 at the start, I can basically end the duel in a single attack. The problem is, the setup takes a while. And with a lot of the newer cards out nowadays, I really wouldn't have the chance to get that setup done. I'd end up being defeated before I could manage to set it up. So, unfortunately, I really can't use it. I wish it was still a good deck, but I guess once I finally start working, start making money, I'm gonna have to research, come up with another deck that I'll actually enjoy playing, that will actually be usable in the current meta. Because right now my Blackwing deck is really old. It doesn't have any newer cards in it at all, so I won't be able to do much. And on top of that, with the link setup, the link summoning, that is just gonna make things worse, because I don't have any link monsters, so I'd only be able to use a single Blackwing and synchro at a time. And considering this deck, that my deck depends a lot, it always depended quite a bit on my synchros, that would be a problem. Because a lot of the synchro monsters there have such amazing abilities. Because, I mean, I got my Blackwing Dragon, which pretty much makes me impenetrable to burn damage due to its ability. I've got the Armor Master, who's basically indestructible in battle and can easily help me deal a lot of damage to my opponent's monster with its ability. Got Silverin the Ascended, which when I summon him can help me to destroy a pretty powerful monster. I mean, it can, right away when it's summoned, I can destroy up to 2 monsters with up to 2,800 or less defense. I think it was a defense or attack. I forget which one it is. I don't have the deck on me right now, but guys, its ability lets it will destroy 2 monsters whose stats are lower than its defense, but I forget if it was its attack or its defense stat that has to be lower than the defense of this monster, of the attack of this monster, which was 2,800. So there are quite a few monsters out there that are would be easily destroyed by it. I think it was defense, I think. But I am not 100% certain on that. Because it's been so long since I played, because I haven't really had anybody to play with lately, and because of my friends that I used to play with all the time, they have been pretty busy and all, so I haven't really talked to them much, and they don't really do much anymore. So alright. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna check my time. Oh, if I'm gonna have to end this video now. It's already 40 minutes. So I think I'll make another video after this. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you'll know when I make a new video. And I guess I'll be putting another video out. I also made another one that I forgot to release, which was the one making me the melon farms. I'll be releasing that same time I put these out. So have a nice day.